I can tell you it's one of the best financial decisions we've made in the last couple of years. We saved around 2 million euros. The project itself cost us around 50,000. We are looking at 40 times return on investment within this first year.
This is the Petrobrazi refinery in Romania.
And our pipelines.
And your pipelines. Okay, so looking at the toolkit that we built for you, what are the main modules that you look at?
Well, honestly, all of them.
If another industrial company is listening, maybe with a similar pain, what would be your advice to them? Hi, Marilena. Thanks for taking the call and willing to answer some questions in our customer interview. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thanks for having me, Noel. I'm excited to share the journey. It's been a transformative year for us along your side.
So I'm Noel Delgado, CEO of Big House Technologies, and today I'm joined by Marilena Stamate, who is CEO of IMSI, a Romanian pipeline construction company in the oil and gas sector, and client of Big House. So Marilena, for those unfamiliar, what exactly does IMSI do?
We are an industrial installation and services company. We construct pipelines for oil and gas clients. We are talking high pressure, high risk infrastructure, so everything has to meet strict specs like ISO 9001 to 2008. Our main work is in Petrobrazi Refinery, Romania.
Let me share some pictures of the refinery so everyone has a visual of what we're talking about. So this is the Petrobrazi refinery in Romania.
And our pipelines.
And your pipelines, correct. Let me show another image here. So yeah, what you do is pretty much build those pipes for, yeah. Anyway, so let's get started with some questions. What were the cracks that you started seeing in your internal process that led you to build a product with us?
Well, we were hitting operational friction. Our inventory was tracked in Excel, certifications in Dropbox, orders in email threads, and codes in Word docs. You can imagine. It was when we were smaller, but we were growing, and the cows was growing with us.
So your workflows didn't scale with your business?
Exactly. We were chasing PDFs, looking for missing purchase orders, and trying to make decisions with outdated Excels. The decision point was when we lost a deal because we couldn't deliver the right certification fast enough. That's when we knew we needed a real internet tool.
Okay, so you explored off-the-shelf software first. What made you go custom?
We tried, yes, but most AVP systems in our space are either too rigid, super expensive, or take like 18 months to implement. We wanted something that mirrored our workflow, not forced us to change it. And Big House gave us a solution in weeks, not years.
Okay, so that ERP systems were forcing you to do something you didn't want to, and we built something custom for you, which is our sweet spot, fast, tailored, and flexible. How did you approach the build?
Well, we sat down with your team and mapped out the entire order lifecycle, from quote to shipment. That's when we realized we didn't need a monolith. We needed a set of smart connected modules.
Okay, so what alternatives did you consider before building custom software solution?
We did our homework. We looked at going deeper into ARP customization, but the more we explored, the clearer it became. These platforms weren't built for flexibility. The cost of customization was sky high. And you still end up with a Frankenstein system that doesn't quite work the way you want. And then we considered traditional software development, hiring the agency to build it from scratch. But that would have taken like 6 to 12 months just to get the version one. We didn't have that time. Well, we needed something that could go live in weeks, not quarters.
Understandable. That's where no code really shines. Cutting build time without cutting corners is what we like to say. So
Yes.
let's dive into the tool that we built for IMSI. Let me present screen again. 1 second. And oh, that's not it. 1 second. So okay, so so looking at the toolkit that we built for you, what are the main modules that you look at?
Well, honestly, all of them, especially the revenue section, the active orders, and the quality rate. Actually, the quality rate was what we really needed customized, and AEDP wasn't going to cut it. This is because the oil and gas industry has very particular requirements.
Yeah, that's definitely something that we enjoyed learning from you. So here in the quality control section, you can see like the number of inspections, the pass rate, and then these certifications, which are like the important ones that Marilena and her team wanted to track. And yeah, the other ones, yeah, I think I was pretty happy with the tool. Let me go back to the questions. So, what was the economic impact of the project in terms of how much money were you able to save versus how much did it cost to implement?
I can tell you it's one of the best financial decisions we've made in the last couple of years. Let me break it down. We saved around 2 million euros. That's because of reduced rework, fewer delays, and better stock visibility. The project itself cost us around 50,000 euros, which is a fraction of what ADP providers quoted us for customization. So we are looking at a 40 times return on investment within this first year. And honestly, I will have paid even more to solve this problem. Just the peace of mind alone is worth it.
That's music to my ears. So 40 times return on investment. Wow. Good software should pay for itself and then some. What surprised you most about building with a no-code agency like Big House?
Honestly, I thought no code meant lightweight or basic. What surprised me was the depth of functionality and how much business logic we were able to implement. We have approval workflows, permission systems, and custom document generators, all built in a matter of weeks. It's really enterprise grade.
Yeah, uh, that's really a common misconception. No code today is like early cloud computing. People underestimate it until they see what's possible, and like so many things are possible. How did your internal team respond to the new tool?
Well, at first they were skeptical. So engineers had been using Excel for years, but once they saw how intuitive the UI was designed around their workflow, it clicked. We involved them early, so by launch it felt like their own tool, not something imposed from above.
Yeah, that early user buy-in is key. Even the most powerful system fails if it doesn't feel human. Uh, what did the handoff and training process look like?
Your team did a great job breaking it down by role: sales, warehouse, procurement, etc. We had short video tutorials, live demos, and internal leader for each department. We didn't need a 300 pages manual. That was very refreshing.
No 300-page manual. Yeah, we don't do
Yes.
we don't do 300-page manuals. And yeah, we try to make training invisible by making the product intuitive. Usually, the better the UX, the less training we need, but we still do some training just because we want to make it frictionless. If you could go back, what would you do differently in the build process?
I I will have pushed for even earlier prototyping. We saw how powerful the feedback loops were once the first modules went live. If I had to do it again, I start with a basic prototype on day one, even if it's ugly, and improve from there.
That's great advice. A working prototype does reveal more than like 10 strategy sessions. How has the tool changed your role as CEO?
Well, the most important, it gave me visibility. I'm not relying on stories from people anymore. I can see pending orders, stock delays, all in one place. It lets me steer the company instead of react to it. That's a massive shift of how I spend my time.
Okay, helps you steer the company instead of react it. Okay, got it. Cool.
Yes.
Yeah. As a CEO of an oil and gas company saying that is, I appreciate it. That's the goal. How do you see this tool evolving in the next 12 months?
Well, we want to integrate more stuff. AI to analyze supplies lead times, predictive restocking, automated compliance reporting, and also, and the most important, we love to expose a client portal where customers can log in and track their own orders and documents.
Yeah, yeah. You mentioned that before, and your team. All of that is feasible. The beauty of no code is you can evolve quickly without that much of a hassle. What advice do you have for CEOs considering internal tools? Did I get it?
Don't delegate it entirely. At CAO, you need to own the problem definition. You don't need to know how the tool works to perfection, but you need to be clear on the workflows and goals. And once that's clear, a team like Big House can run with it.
Well said. If the problem is clear, the solution can be elegant. Finally, what does success look like for you beyond the software?
It's not just a digital transformation, it's a cultural transformation. We want IMSI to be a company where system empowers people, where information flows, not stops, where growth doesn't mean chaos. This tool is a big step in that direction.
Nice. That's a vision we're proud to support.
Yes.
So if another industrial company is listening, maybe with a similar pain, what would be your advice to them?
Don't wait until chaos becomes normal. This is my advice. You don't need a $10 million ADP to be efficient. Find a partner who understands your operation, not just your tech stack. For us, Big House was that partner.
Appreciate that. And you were the perfect client, Marilena.
Thank you.
Clear on what mattered, open to iteration, and focused on impact.
We were perfect to each other.
Thanks. So that's the end of my questions. Marilena, it's been a pleasure. And thanks for trusting us and for sharing your story.
Thank you, Noel. I think the industrial world needs more of this tech, and that works for people, not against them.
Couldn't agree more. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.